I thought I should just continue my rant on the problem with WWE special guest hosts. I really think that has become an obvious problem, with every special guest host being a face, as I mentioned in my other video. We had Batista, the $1 Million Man Teddy DiBiase, who was a pure heel in his wrestling heyday and his career in WWE. He was a face too, but not in WWE. You had, of course, CC Top, Seth Green, and now Shaq O'Neal. Next week on Raw it's going to be the Entourage star, whose name I don't even remember because I don't watch Entourage, but I'm sure he's going to be face as well. And if you don't see the problem in this, we can just take you back, because the first three special guest hosts, why is it a problem that all guest hosts are face? Many people have asked, well, that's not a big problem. I think it is a big problem, because the booking and the treatment of wrestlers backstage during WWE television shows becomes pretty one-sided. And yeah, it works for kids because kids hate heels and they love faces. So it works perfectly well for kids and their PG rating. But come on, we don't need to protect kids that far, do we? We have Batista, a face, $1 Million Man, a face, and Seth Green, a face. Every one of them was fucking with Randy Orton. Seth Green booked himself into a match and wanted to prove a point to Randy Orton. He sided with Triple H and John Cena. You had Batista booking Randy Orton into a gauntlet match, which he eventually lost against Mark Henry. And you also had $1 Million Man, who had the agenda of his son. He wanted his son to break out from Legacy, and he put Randy Orton in the triple threat match at Night of Champions. Now that was a good favor, great match, interesting match. I really looked forward for it. Yeah, then we'll move on to CC Top. No, they actually left Randy Orton alone, but instead they picked on Chris Jericho. They picked on Chris Jericho, booking him into a match with Mark Henry, in which Chris Jericho got disqualified intentionally. And they also messed with Chavo Guerrero, who lost his third match in a straight match against Hornswoggle. That's absolutely uncalled for. I don't know why they would bury someone like that. The only thing I could figure out is that they want to punish Chavo for Vicky Guerrero leaving. Now he's having to wear that dog face, so to speak. I don't understand why they do this. Now he lost the fourth straight match to Hornswoggle. I mean, come on, for over a month now Chavo Guerrero has run around losing to Hornswoggle in matches. That's perhaps the biggest burial in a wrestling venue I have ever seen in my life. People can talk about Triple H burying people, but come on. How can you look past this thing? And the fact is, CC Top were booked in a way where they contributed to that happening to Chavo Guerrero. And first and foremost, they also went on to mess with Chris Jericho. This past Monday, Shaq O'Neal also left Randy Orton pretty much alone, but he too messed with Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, yeah, got it in his face, but he called Chris Jericho Christina, calling him a girl, blah blah blah. This is what I mean. I mean, every special guest host can pick on Jericho and Orton. That doesn't work out that well. Orton, I like Orton, but I like Triple H and Cena that pretty much too, so I didn't care about it that much then. But Chris Jericho is one of my absolutely favorites, and I clearly don't hope that this is the way they're going to treat Jericho and Orton every week, getting punished, getting booked into tough matches, unfair matches. I mean, it's pretty one-sided. I mean, wrestling is about face versus heel, not faces fucking it up for the heels every week. So this is the problem. I see the Entourage star, of course, he's gonna be a face. Rumors about Godfather as a special guest host in Las Vegas in a few upcoming weeks. Gonna be a face, of course. He has a lot of women with him. Probably, I don't know, but probably he will. And that's also a step of WWE turning up the rating. So that's why I see this as a problem. That maybe a lot of other people don't do. Please continue to send in, watch my other video where I discuss this Raw special guest host problem, and be sure and feel free to send in and comment and give your advices on whom, if WWE picked in a special guest host on Raw that should be a heel, and that is a heel, would be a heel, whom would it be? We have received some great tips so far. That's Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, there was some others, Bill O'Reilly from Fox News. Everyone knows that who that idiot is. Perhaps one of the biggest idiots ever. A man who shouldn't even be on TV, because I don't know what he's got that no one else has got. All he does is get in people's faces and being an absolute jerk. So Bill O'Reilly, and there were some other mentions on people from Fox who should be special guest host heels. Feel free, continue to send those tips in on whom should WWE bring in as a special guest host heel for WWE Monday Night Raw. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch my other videos, recaps and analysis of things. Have a nice day.